Yeah.
And for the special occasion, you wore your hat inside out.
That's just a standard thing.
That's just, yeah.
It's a style choice.
I hope that's been picked up here.
Maybe it's
Yeah, you're an idiot.
a style choice.
Yeah.
That's just because you've like a linear idea of you don't quite under the concept of inside and out and in.
Yeah.
That's a fluid idea.
Yeah.
That like you're just so stuck in the mud that you think that like technically it could be both. That there is no one way. Like how are you wearing your socks right now?
Not wearing any socks. That's a good point.
It's fashion.
It's a good point. It's not really a good point, but yeah, it's good to be back. We haven't recorded anything in about 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone got on to us in the Patreon there and said, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what I said, but I saw his message back this morning. It was like, "Yeah, mental health's important." So all right,
It is.
yeah. Have you been reading the news?
We have to say hello.
Hello.
You do it because did you listen to the last episode we put out?
No.
I was in here for about like 10 minutes trying to figure out how to say hello.
Hello.
But it feels weird.
Yeah,
I know that the classic one, because I started doing it, it's been so long since we recorded. It's been like what, 2 months?
Yeah.
That I had to go back and listen to an old episode. Which is easy because it's the intro. It's the first thing that's ever said.
That's true. Yeah, you're a couple of seconds in.
But I went full WWE of like, hello!
Yeah, there's probably a few of those in there as well. It changes over the years.
Mm-hmm. Depends how I feel in the day.
That's true.
Sometimes I don't say it at all.
But it's good to be back in this room. That there's a new map over there. What else has changed?
You painted when I was away for a bit?
Yeah, some of it. Yeah, the idea was to paint a little bit in each episode, so that the videos would there be progress. And then I didn't even paint that, but Lisa did. So really, I did nothing. Davey came and took his painting tray back, like day 2.
Mm-hmm.
But well, you're going to tell me a story about the past.
Yeah, this one, yeah. Let's admit to the 1200s.
Nice.
Okay, so we're
The 1200s
or something. No, I've yeah. Why not?
No way.
Yeah, well, that's what I have wrote down here. So that's what we're going with. Now, in fairness, as I've done this
Can't be
before,
right.
both with history and with folklore,
Yeah.
that there's multiple accounts, so you kind of have to steer a narrative. You got to push some stuff to the side and create a through line.
Yeah.
So at some point over this is probably going to be 4 episodes.
Okay.
There will be parts where I'm like, yeah, also, like this narrative, just to the side, there's this other little thing as well.
Okay.
All right, so if I say 1200 at one point, and then I'm like, now in 1992,
Yeah.
you don't jump on it.
I won't
Right.
even mention it.
So, imagine you're a young 12th century Gaelic noble boy in Ireland.
Okay.
You've graduated, you're rearing,
Yeah.
you're ready to set foot into the big world and make a name for yourself.
Uh-huh.
Have books written about your deeds, songs sung about your bravery, or like at least sketches in a cave or
Yeah.
on the side of a horse or something. But what's that? You've no land or castle yet. You're just waiting for some old relative to die so you can have your place in the world. So you
Yeah.
can't just sit around and wait for that to happen. Life pass you by. So instead of that, what do?
You go out fighting.
You join a crew of boys.
Yeah.
You get your boys together and you head off and you become like a 12th century army.
That's true. I don't think it can't be the 12th century.
It's the 12th century.
It might be like the 200s.
No, so this is the story of Fionn is around then it goes back to the 1200s. That's when they're wrote about, so it could be as long before that as you want, but we have books dating back to the 12th century that reference the Fianna.
Okay.
Also, that group that we're talking about,
Yeah.
that's the Fianna,
Okay.
like the Irish Celtic army.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to it's called the Fianna. If you remember, you'd be a Fiann. Brehon Law. That's where you get so back from then. That's what they were writing about the Fianna in that. So that's 12th century. They've got the books to prove it's real.
Okay.
The Fenian Cycle is a book detailing their goings on, and also a great name if Ireland tried to do a Tour de France.
Yeah, that's good. The Fenian cycle.
The Fenian Cycle.
Yeah.
Some people call that book mythology.
Yeah.
I don't know about that now. So technically it doesn't prove anything. But to those people, I'd ask, have you ever read Geoffrey Keating's 1634 classic Forms Féiche ar Éireann?
No.
Because it details the history of the Kingdom of Ireland and has been heavily criticised for its inaccuracies. But it says, in the bit that I could see because the rest of it was redacted, it said that it did exist.
That's good. Yeah.
So I see a lot of people online saying that they're hunter warriors,
Yeah.
landless Robin Hood type figures, protecting the law of the people of the country. Skilled in fighting, hunting, music, poetry, I assume lovemaking, and had access to the other world of the fairies.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I also saw something that said they'd go steal cattle.
Well,
So
yeah.
that's a sign of the times.
That is a sign of the time. Well, yeah, they're expert hunters. What are they hunting? Cattle. Other
Well,
people's cattle.
Other people's cattle,
Yeah.
yeah.
Most of Irish mythology, as a rule of thumb, it's like, what if you're trying to figure out what happened? Someone stole a cow. Then it just variations. Sometimes it's a magic cow. Sometimes the cow was your dad. Sometimes
it was a bull.
it was two cows. Yeah. Sometimes it was a bull, which is just an angry cow. That's usually the through line.
Yeah. But then we've got, I think we do actually, bulls will come up over the space of these 4 episodes.
Yeah.
At
The
times.
brown bull of Cooley.
I just call him the bull of Cooling.
Just a bull of Cooley. No need for any of that.
I guess like during the summers, they'd be off landless, walking around protecting people and such. Now, so there's some people that say they're like warriors. Some of them say they're like the aristocrat kids who don't have land. They're the gentry. They just don't have their own castle or anything yet because like their dad might be a king, but their uncle's still alive, so he's got like a castle out somewhere. You're just waiting, basically.
Yeah.
And we'll go through all the rules in a second. It is as much as I kept reading them, it just feels like throughout the whole thing that they just disregard.
Okay.
So I didn't.
Yeah.
Some of them, it's like it could be like the biggest, strongest pact you'll ever make in your life. Denounce the rest of your family. Only you're part of this brotherhood.
Yeah.
Until your family called in, or like, we've got a castle,
yeah.
or we've got like a field over here for you.
It's like the mob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone-
All good intentions, but then you get busted for one bag of H, and where does it go?
You go.
Where's the family then?
You get called in for a meeting, quell some issues between all the different Fianna. And one of the lads comes in and is like, "Sorry lads, I'm just going to go take a piss just behind that mountain."
Yeah.
Comes back, sits at the table.
It's gone.
Wand.
What?
That's another thing. They might be magical, but I don't think so. Like I'm going to go with the
Yeah, make a decision now.
real life people,
Okay.
Jesus stories.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like, all right, this lad just rocked up with a load of fish and everyone was already drunk. And it was like, there was none
Yeah.
that just think, because this isn't an episode of a Fionn MacCool. It's the backstory,
Yeah.
Fianna and Fionn's dad and that. Like, Fionn MacCool is known as a giant.
Yeah.
And he ranges anywhere between, at the time, probably 5'7" to 55 foot tall.
Okay.
And most of the stories have absolutely nothing to do with him being a giant.
Yeah.
So
He's a giant in spirit.
he's a big man
He's a big man.
for the time.
Yeah.
5'2".
Yeah. But I mean, if in future years they come back and they're sifting through all of the accounts of us calling people big man, it's like he was only 5'9".
It just meant he was from the north.
It just meant he was good crack and he was from the north. He's fucking alright champion. We couldn't find any evidence that he was champion of anything.
Well,
Alright, chief.
we'll get into the north thing in the next episode. I don't have time now. It's a whole thing. Right. So, the Fianna had battalions of 3,000 members called a Caha. In the downtimes, they'd have about 3 of these. And then when everything kicked off and they needed it, it'd go up to 7. So that's over 20,000 people.
Oh yeah. Which is big.
That's pretty big for the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there's 2 major clans, bit of a rivalry. Clan Bashna, I just call it Leinster.
Yeah.
Clan Morna, Connacht. If you're to join, you're in for life. No turning back. Apart from if you're dead.
Unless anything happens.
Literally anything.
Yeah.
But we've got an entrance exam.
Okay.
I want to test you, see if you could do this.
Yeah.
Right, because you got to get all 7 done.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to see if you're confident in it.
Give me him.
Best of the best.
Yeah.
Hunter warriors, gods amongst men.
Yeah.
Right? Intelligence. 12 books of poetry detailing Ireland's history. You got to be fairly brushed up on that. I think you might be able to do that.
Probably, yeah. With 12 books of poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not asking you to know all that's in them. I'm just like, name them.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I have a rough idea of what happened in the history of Ireland based on poems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, defense.
Yeah.
They put you in a hole up to your knee.
Okay.
Right.
Both knees.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 9 warriors throw spears at you.
Nice.
And you're not meant to get hit by them.
Right. Do you have a shield?
You do have a shield.
Oh, easy.
And you have a staff, which doesn't really help.
How many?
in
4
any
or
way.
5, 6 of them? Interns?
Taking the PUP. What's the...
The pup, yeah. Now you are on staff, but technically it is a free internship through FOSS, so I won't be paying you, but I do need you to collect these spears.
Well, that's the thing. It's only the rich that could actually join the FINA, so it's the exact same way as unpaid internships in Dublin now.
That's how the rich keep getting rich.
The lads in the country can't get ahead.
Yeah.
It's tough. But yeah, so you get a shield, a staff, which now, in fairness, they're magic sometimes, but
Sometimes.
I don't know what the staff. I assume the staff was there for if in the timeline where they are magic,
Right.
but I don't know what that. Then you just
I don't
magic
think
away
so.
the
'Cause,
spears.
yeah,
you wouldn't need the
use
shield.
magic.
Yeah.
It's not really.
But just imagine a shield,
Yeah.
and then you just have to stand in a hole and just not get hit,
yeah.
and then that's it.
Okay.
Oh, you can't be weak or look like a little bitch.
I just stood in the fucking hole and got a spear thrown
but
at
you
me.
can't be doing it. But
What?
going like, this was spears.
Okay.
You gotta be like, bah, fucking
Yeah,
try
yeah.
again, buddy. Yeah, best rock in the city if you fucking want it.
Yeah. All right.
Right. So speed. They give you a
Lots
head.
of it. Easy. Ticked.
Can you procure it within 20 minutes? Speed. They give you a head start, and then they come hunting for you. Like
Right.
the most dangerous game
Ooh.
or hard target.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too tenuous a link to watch
Doesn't
the hard
just
target.
because you said it doesn't mean we can watch it.
You have to get away unharmed.
Yeah.
So they give you head start, you run away, but as you sprint away and you don't get caught, you can't break a single branch in the forest.
Ah, come on. That's irrelevant.
This is the best of the best.
Yeah, but that's not true. What's that got to do with speed?
You can't be. You have to be speed and nimble, and you can, like it's
Nimble,
It's all
yeah.
part of it.
But it's not like they're not tracking you on, VAR. Like you could probably.
But they might track you by broken branches.
Yeah,
on the
if
ground.
if you break the branch, I guess that's how they would find you.
Mm.
And when they say
It's
like you
also
have to
just
get away
about-
unharmed, I guess if they catch you, you're just dead.
Don't disrespect the land that you live on, the earth, Mother Earth. Don't be breaking her
Don't
stuff.
give me that
But-
breaker stuff.
So this is where you're already.
Fucking, where'd you get those spears you were throwing at me a minute ago? Oh, they did fall off a tree, did they?
I've seen what's happened now.
Yeah.
You're very confident with the first two,
I could run away from these fellas.
but you'd break branches all the way.
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
But I'd lie about it.
That's actually, and I don't think they'd be.
No.
They're not
Prove
gonna-
it.
Yeah. Now movement.
Yeah. I'm a fucking reptilian.
Jump over a tree of your own height.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
Of my own choosing.
No, your own
My
height.
own choosing of height, yeah. I choose the height of the tree.
Very late at night. I'm technically smaller now.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
shrunk throughout the day.
Can I cut the tree down?
No.
I don't know.
But you also have to be able to crouch under a tree
Yeah.
at knee height without making
What,
without moving any.
This is a limbo competition.
Yeah.
Okay, if you can.
You jump over a tree and
Yeah.
crawl underneath a hole on the ground that's like up to knee height without disrupting any branches or leaves.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, I could probably do the
I-
crouch one.
Yeah.
I don't think I could jump over a tree my own height.
Give yourself enough with a trampoline.
Yeah, with a trampoline, yeah.
Stick a thorn in your bare foot and go for a sprint.
Mm,
Then,
yeah.
while you're doing that,
I do it, but I'd stick it on top of my foot.
Oh, well, see, that's not actually the most important.
Why
part.
can't there be a trick? Like, why can't you loophole your way through all of these? Surely there's a position for a man. Like, I should be able to cheat my way onto the Fianna and then die on the first day. Why won't they let that happen?
Sure, I can steer this ship. Was it? I've used Logitech controls before.
Yeah.
Now, but that's not all of it.
Oh,
Right.
right. So put a thorn
Now,
in
I
your
do
foot
think it
and
is
go
in.
for a sprint.
I think it is in your bare foot.
Okay.
You got to go for a full sprint.
Yeah.
And then take the thorn out of your foot while at full sprint
Okay.
without slowing down.
Yeah.
You think that's the one?
That's the what? Who could do that?
The Fina.
But of any like
You're
how?
part of the best 20,000 people.
Why is that a good? I suppose if you're running along and you're getting chased.
Yeah.
A lot of this seems to be running away though. What happened to the stand and fight and die in a hole?
You do that after you get in. And
Yeah.
then it's one of those was the sororities, the initiation tasks
Yeah.
that you need to do of like it's hazing.
Just
To get in, and then as soon as you're in,
Yeah.
you just start bullying kids.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So that's bravery. The
Yeah.
second last one. Face a large group of men without letting your bravery falter even for a second.
I do it every day.
Yeah, I was like thinking about what that could be in the modern sense.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's the sixth one.
Face the, what? Oh no, but like you just fight them
Yeah, and I think
without letting your bravery.
Yeah,
Yeah. You can be pretty brave and get the shit kicked out of me.
That's fine.
Yeah,
You
that's okay.
I don't think you have to win.
Oh yeah,
You just have to show up,
yeah.
do a line, be like, I can't feel a thing.
Where's that speed from Task 3?
7.
Just lying on the ground, pummeled. So someone's coming over and just being like, sometimes the bravest thing is to take the punches.
You see a builder in Temple Bar just catcalling, whistling at a girl walking by. Like, that's not on. I'm gonna go up to. Let me give you a fucking piece of my mind.
Shouting at the woman. Yeah. Why are you distracting these builders? They've got targets to make.
You're in a pub around all the lads. Someone says, "Oh, she's got a great pair of tits." I'm like, Jesus Christ, lads! Can we not, just as a nation, just finally?
Yeah.
Chivalry.
Kroga. Oh, is this chivalry?
That's number 7.
Right.
Which is also 4 things.
Okay.
So you've got the geisha, I guess, or the of the Fenian chivalry. These are the 4 main elements.
Yeah. What did you say? The geisha?
Yeah, like memoirs.
Memoirs of a geisha. Okay.
He shall marry his wife without portion, which means he chooses her for her manners and her virtues, and that you have to love her and all of that, and it can't just be that she looks class.
Okay.
Right. He shall be gentle with all women.
Okay.
Sound man.
Well.
He shall never reserve to himself anything which another person stands in need of. So don't hoard all the good things if you have to. If
sounds like communism to me.
Mm-hmm. He shall stand and fight against all odds, up to 9 men.
Yeah. All right. What was the last task? Had me against what? 20 something.
No, it's just a group of men without letting your bravery falter.
Oh, just a group of men.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just the rule of you're not allowed to run away.
Yeah.
Unless it's 9-1.
Yeah. Okay. Or well, no, 9-1's the upper limit. 10-1, then you're
out. As far as 9-1, yeah. So at 10-1, you're done.
So if there's 9 lads walking towards you, you just start shouting at a 10th man who's done nothing. Yeah. Hey, you're a prick too. All right, 10-1, I might.
What's the that Jewish rule? The rule of a 60th.
I don't know.
That if there's 1/60th of, say if you got like a bowl of soup or whatever, and if someone, like there's some pork in it, up to 1/60th you can't have. But if it's any more than 1/60th, that's fair game. Okay. That's anyone. That's just, it's nothing.
That's fine.
But 1/59th, straight to hell.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Now, once you complete all these ceremonies, you decide you have to leave your life, family, and all of that crack behind. And then
it's your fucking wife you're supposed to stay with forever.
You get her eventually later on. The whole thing's riddled with
syphilis.
Yes. No. Now, they're basically Irish samurais.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll buy that. All right.
Purity of our hearts, strength of our limbs, action to match our speech. That's their models. 3 models.
Purity of heart,
strength of our limbs, and action to match our speech. It basically just means like body, mind, and bravery.
Well, actions to not just fucking sitting there and giving it all this, chatting shit. Yeah, like all right.
His new moral heir. Oh, and then I've got some quote here that says, his new moral heirs and executors who would seek and get the satisfaction due if he were wounded or killed by any means that violate the code of honour and justice.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Be a good stand up to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, into the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Cool McTraymore.
That's not real.
It is.
It's the sort of character that introduced to a show in the 90s. This is your new neighbour, Cool McTraymore.
Well, if I was to do it phonetically, or how it would be done, I guess it would be Cumhaill McTrenhor.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah. I think she's changed her name.
Yeah.
Is that the OnlyFans you subscribe to?
Yeah, Cumhaill McTrenhor. Yeah.
Now, Jesus, you're in Road Aaron would be a lot busier if they...
You're in Road Aaron. Did you hear? You're in Road Aaron. Shocking.
Whoa. Woo.
That's the sound she made. Like a train.
But Cumhaill was... I'm going to say cool because it's too weird for me.
That's true. Also, just... We can leave this bit out later on. This can't be the 1200s.
This is the I'm saying that the books that it dates back that reference the Fianna, the farthest book we have that goes back is from the 12th century. And I've said that now 3 times.
No, you kept talking about.
I kept saying.
You kept saying the book from the 1600s. That other guy wrote.
I said the 12th. I said it 3 times. This is how far back it is. You were drinking last night. You went back on the pints.
No,
and you had another nap today. Yeah. And you're cranky.
Oh no, this makes much more because it was like, when is it from? And you were like the 1200s.
Yeah, okay, but anyway, the book dates back to that, so obviously it could be at any point before.
Okay.
And of course it's any point because it's all mythology anyway. But anyway, Cool McTraymore is going to call him Cool.
Yeah.
The son of a petty king and a half uncle of the High King, Con of the 100 Battles. That's who he served.
Okay.
Yeah. So his half uncle. By that, I had to look into that. His ma was the king's granny.
Right. Okay.
So he's his half uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very odd.
I'm just not even going to process that.
I went down such a rabbit hole to find out what that actually meant that I had to include it in the thing. Now, Cool takes a liking to this girl, Muirna Muncham. She's the daughter of a druid, Taig McNua. So there's 2 problems here. Every lad in the country.
Druids can't have daughters.
That's not true. They're not priests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a Protestant druid.
Oh, yeah.
Every lad in the country is knocking at her door.
Okay.
Her da, number 2, had a vision that said if she married Cool, he'd lose his seat as a druid and all of his possessions. So he was like, maybe not this guy. I think it might have not just been Cool. It could have been any man. That's why everyone was getting rejected. But Cool, like it says, Cool didn't like that.
He had a vision, like he's just watching all these lads walk up to his daughter. He's like,
He talked to a man down the pub and he was like, wait, what's man, my daughter just got married. Dowries. It's a real thing.
Lose everything.
You'd be better off just killing her.
Yeah.
Now, Cool goes and climbs the hill of Almu to have a chat with Taig, but Taig still having none of it. Rejected.
Nope.
So, in a very chivalrous way, Cool kidnaps Myrn and flees.
Very Oh, yeah. Does he run through a forest without breaking a branch?
With her on his back, just like Edward and Bella.
Very chivalrous.
Yeah. Now, Taig doesn't like this.
No, I'd imagine not.
Specifically,
why not? He's done. No, he's not going to lose his seat or his possessions now.
They go get married.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There's more of an eloping thing.
Yeah.
So Taig tells Cool's half-nephew, the king.
The petty king?
Yes.
What the hell does that mean? He's just mean. He holds on to grudges.
It's very tight.
Yeah.
That's your round. I
haven't seen you in 4 years. Yeah. And it was your round then. It's your round now.
So yeah, Taig tells the king, who's Cool's half nephew, and he says that that's not on, and Con of the 100 Battles, says
he's getting ready for 101.
Either give him back or we're fucking taking this outside.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Con, 100 days since last battle.
He's flipping the chart.
Yeah. Let's keep going. They're inventing triple digits for me. I'm the first guy. Put another fucking 0 up on the board.
So Cool decides to go to war with the man whose name has of the 100 Battles in it. That's his surname.
Yeah.
Now this would have happened in what is now Castle Knock, but back then it was called the Battle of Nuka with a C at the beginning. And he gets killed by a lad called Gol MacMorna.
All right.
Of the other clan,
other
Fianna clan, who then becomes leader of the Fianna.
All right.
Yeah, and we'll come back to him in other episodes. But again, some things say that he survived the battle with your man of 100, with your man of 100 Battles, and then later on another battle died in this one, and then some just put the two together. So it's hard to.
Yeah.
It's easier for us to do it this way.
Just put it together.
But his name actually isn't Gol.
Okay.
They called him that because that means one-eyed. Because he got into a battle years before, lost an eye, and it turns out Irish people always love doing nicknames like that.
Yeah.
Like, what's the most sensitive thing? What makes you cry at night?
Old one eye. The irony was that he was actually both
he's only crying
gone.
half as much as the other people.
Yeah, that's fair.
But see,
people lost eyes a lot back then. It seemed.
Yeah.
I guess
that was glasses. Good protective wear. But he was fighting with some lad called Lou, which I think might be Lou from
Louth.
Lou, the king
From Gehrig disease.
From Tuatha.
Okay, yes.
Which also might be a different one.
No.
But Myrna was already pregnant at this stage.
Gasp.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Well, it's been a few seconds of this, but at the time I haven't given you...
Yeah, you forget that the story is not one... It's not real time.
But Tig
Yeah.
didn't like that even more than the marriage.
No, yeah.
So he's going through a tough time because his other daughter...
He was doing the maths and he was like, well, hang on now. You've only been married for a week. You're clearly 3 months pregnant.
But she has nowhere
By the moon and the stars.
But she has nowhere to turn now because her fella's dead.
Yeah. Father's thrown her out of the house.
Mm-hmm. Now, he, in his defense, he doesn't like this because he's like, he's having a tough time. He thinks he's going to lose his seat. He doesn't know what's going to happen.
He's losing his seat.
He's losing his
up
mind.
here.
Yeah. But he has another daughter.
Okay.
Called Erna. You got Myrna and Erna.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And now she was after being turned into a dog. So this is the last thing he did. He's getting
I'm up to here already. She's after running off. Turns out she's bloody up the duff. Who do you think's paying for that? Me. Top of it all, the other one's a dog. Oh, I tell you.
It's rough.
Rough. That's what she said.
So he decided the best way to deal with this.
Yeah.
Why don't we just burn Myrna?
Yeah. Which one's Myrna, the dog?
No.
No, okay, all right.
Although there's no photos of her, so I can't tell.
Yeah.
Khan steps in and decide of the 100 battles. He steps in and decides
It's 101 now.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
He puts her in the care of Cool's brother-in-law, Fecal, and she later gives birth to a child.
Is he like, this is a fecal matter? He doesn't know what to do.
Denham.
What?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Deinme.
Yeah,
I assume it's
Denham.
a soft Denham. That means certainty or sureness.
Okay. Yeah.
So the kid is
That's
called
a good
that.
brand recognition there for it. Denim. It means sureness.
Yeah. 501. But fearing that Gall and other enemies, who his father, obviously he's dead, but they still don't like that. They don't like this new kid, like, was it, not Joffrey style. Who's the Renly? Who's your man from Skins who was in Game of Thrones?
There's a lot of them.
The blacksmith guy.
Yeah.
Goes
The
away.
hammer boy.
Gendry.
Yeah.
They're like, what if he comes back? And he's not even a bastard child. He's his full actual kid.
Yeah, so is the kid born yet?
He is now. So she goes into the care of Fecal, and she has the kid, but fearing that Gall and all of his men are coming out to look. Oh, sorry. His name was just Red, which is probably based on his hair color.
Sure.
Which they're just like, we can do a better nickname than that.
Yeah. He was just annoyed about that his whole life. He was like, come on, I'm more than just my hair color. I have other defining features. And he lost the eye, and they're like, oh, a new name for you, pal.
But you didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
But now, so still fearing that Gall and all the lads are out coming looking for the kid and herself, that she leaves the child, Denham, in the care of a druidess called Bommel. That's Cool's sister.
Yeah.
So the dad's sister, and Fecal's wife, maybe. It says that, but I don't think it is, because she has another warrior woman beside her called Leah Luchra, and they raise this Denham kid together.
Okay.
In a same-sex marriage household.
Oh.
Yeah. Warrior goddess and like magical priestess woman.
Yeah.
Class.
Fucking Pride Month.
Never gets referenced.
No.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And they like, so these two women are his foster parents. A very modern way. They rename him Fionn MacCool.
Oh.
I don't know if you saw that one coming just because of his dad's name was the same.
No, I didn't. Yeah, McCool. I did. Yeah. Oh, okay. But so Fionn MacCool's original name was Denham.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Fionn MacCool does play better.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess his name anyway would have been Denham McCool.
That's actually much better.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
But they would
So
raise...
Fionn's parents were, a fucking lesbian power couple.
So that the dad was the leader of the Fianna.
Yeah.
And the mother, biological mother, I should say, left him and ran away.
Yeah.
For his own safety.
For his own safety.
But, that they're his lesbian mothers.
Nice. They
teach him all the ways, I guess, as much as they can of the Fianna, having not been in the Fianna, so that they raise him in the forest. They can't have him out in towns because people would know who he was and they come looking for him. So it's all in secret. Very Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
With what's the small lad's name?
What? The small lad?
Yeah.
From what?
Star Wars.
I don't know.
When he teaches him in the little green fucker that everyone loves.
Yoda.
That lad, yeah.
Yeah.
When like he's in the second movie, like doing the whole
this
montage
feels like
training
George
thing.
Lucas' pitch was like, right, let's remake the originals. We just replace Yoda with 2 hot babes.
Yeah, but so they'd teach him all about Irish history.
Yeah.
Which
has been going on for like 4 years at this point. It's 12 books of poetry, but you can skim most of it.
I feel like I have to roll back a little bit on this because the rest of it's part of his like warrior's journey, so that they do teach him a load, but then he has to go off and learn a new skill or improve those skills off of separate people in every way.
Yeah, well, that's how the story has to work.
Yeah, so they give him like a fundamental basis in like a little bit of Irish history and fighting in the woods and hunting and all of that. It was all just outside Ballyfin in Laois.
Okay,
that's the area, and then he goes on adventures, and they'd be there behind him, which is pretty funny.
Yep,
he's going off on little warrior adventures, and he's like 5 or 6 years of age. And he says his 2 ma's behind him hiding.
Yeah.
Or they're actually there. Like, look, ma, look. Are you seeing? That's a lovely boar you've slaughtered.
That's
Fionn.
great. That's great, Fionn.
Yeah. But not much is known about his childhood outside of the book called Fionn MacCool's Boyhood Deeds, which is an entire catalogue of all of his boyhood deeds.
Well, I mean, that seems like there's a lot known about his childhood then.
I haven't read the book. I didn't know how big it was. It could be a pamphlet. Sometimes it's called the boyish exploits of Fionn MacCool, but I didn't put that in because I didn't like the idea of boyish and exploits in the same sentence.
That's a different sort of title.
But
if he had 2 Irish mothers, it's probably a very long book. He's a great boy. He is a great boy. He's a great old gassoon.
Fionn.
My Fionn did nothing wrong. Butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. He's a great old boy. There's not so much any deeds in it. It's just 400 pages of just...
Well,
he's a great gassoon.
Probably an awful lot of complaining.
Better than his fucking father anyway.
But he left me too.
Yeah.
Because by the age of 6, Fionn has to kind of tip on and start.
Oh, well, he's 6. He's a man.
He's a man at this stage now. Well, also because he might be a giant, remember?
Yeah,
so he could be a big enough. I'm not going to... There's only one story that the giant thing's important.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and not deal
Maybe he's like an Ant-Man situation. You can't figure out.
Smaller.
You see Paul Rudd in Clueless and you're like, he's not that big. But then later on, he's a bigger star because he's in Sarah.
Oh, because he was in Friends.
He's in Friends. You're like, but he's a movie star. But back then he was smaller.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an Ant-Man.
It's a perspective.
It's a perspective sort of thing. That was weird in Clueless where she like fucked her brother. That was strange. Have you seen that?
I have.
But I saw it recently.
Are they? It's years ago.
Yeah, they're stepbrother. It's like I mean, that you could probably trace back.
I think that's like
the modern
50% of the internet videos.
Yeah, but you could probably trace it back to that moment. A lot of people were probably young, saw that, and now
Maybe I told you that story before of the guy I used to live
stepsister.
with. Ooh, I don't have a stepsister.
That's what you keep saying.
Much to my chagrin. But one of the lads I used to live with, that he was, I was brought up that idea of like it's weird that like so much porn now is just all steps. But I guess it doesn't happen in Ireland. But we only legalized divorce in like the early 90s, so we haven't had enough time for that yet.
Yeah,
you couldn't do step like porn in Ireland because there's just not that many step siblings living in a household. But in America it's way more common, and it was such a big deal, and I was like, it's very odd. And my buddy was like, yeah, no, it's crazy how that's everywhere. He was like, because I had a stepsister. I was like, yeah, exactly, and you weren't trying to fuck her. He's like, oh god, I was like every moment of the day, gotta walk out of the room topless. I'd get a pizza box, I'd cut a but just all of the tropes. He's like, no, that they're all the exact same things.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, I was not related to her. I was in the most like he's like a 16-year-old boy.
A teenage boy, and there's like a teenage girl living in your house, and you're not related.
Yeah. Now I did just say they renamed him Fionn.
Yeah.
Now someone else might have done that later, but when I read it, they did it.
Okay.
Probably to change so no one knew who he was.
Yeah.
Also, they wouldn't have known anyway because he would have. Anyway, never mind.
He walked into a town and there's already a guy there wearing a denim jeans and a denim jacket. And he's like, oh, no.
Just boot cut.
Yeah. Hey, this is my thing, all right? I'm not going back to being called One Eye. Not again.
The boyhood deeds of Fionn MacCool.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with
the boyhood exploits of Fionn.
No, the boyhood deeds of Cu Chulainn.
Oh, yeah.
Which, because a lot of the stories that'll happen as we go through are the exact same.
Okay.
Or a lot of crossover. That's mad how something very similar happened to both of them.
Yeah.
But, and I should have said earlier on, you know that Erna, the girl who got turned into a dog?
Yeah.
So,
that's Myrna.
No, Myrna's his dad.
Of course. Yeah.
Her mother. Damn it,
Yeah.
there's too much stuff going on. Erna,
Yeah.
she gets rode when she's in heat.
Oh yeah.
I assume, or else it's like some kind of immaculate conception thing. So she has 2 dogs.
Why is it the druid change her back?
That's fair.
He's a wizard.
She
Yeah.
has 2 kids.
Right. There are dogs.
Yeah. And then she turns back into a lady. I guess that's the curse. So she's a dog, and then she has 2 kids.
Is he the original woman who treated her pets like children? Is that where that came from? Just everyone descended from her. It just talks to babies or talks to animals like they're babies.
Well, you think, but then she doesn't really look after. As in, it just jumps straight to they're Fionn MacCool's 2 dogs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he just has 2 big warriors.
And what? They're his cousins?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my next thing.
Yeah.
So he just has 2 cousins that are
That are
dogs
dogs.
who just follow him around
That's
on
cool.
all of his deeds.
Yeah.
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 Now, by the age of 6, Fionn is he's a fine warrior.
Hang on a second. He's just got cousins that are dogs.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna get that. We don't get.
And who's the father? Just some dog.
We don't know if it's a dog.
We don't know that, I guess.
It was a different time.
What was Myrna's second name? Myrna Livin.
It's the oldest profession.
His profession, running an illegal puppy farm in Laois. I only know one way to make puppies, and you're not gonna like it.
I'm putting her out to stud.
Yeah, Myrna Livin. She's the real hero of the story.
That's the last we're going to hear of her.
Oh, good.
Yeah. She gets turned back into
Yeah.
a woman. Now, I think we're going to jump ahead a little bit just because we have to finish off this episode. I'm going to do this one thing and then we'll end it.
All right.
And we'll get into all the serious stories.
Yeah.
But by the age of 6, he's like a strong warrior, but it's time to be put to the test. He goes tries to join the king's army.
All right.
He tries multiple times under different kings, but every time people realize that he's
A child.
Fionn MacCool,
Oh.
that he's his father's son.
Yeah.
So they send him packing, or else they're worried about like Gaul will come after and kill them, or just kill him.
Yeah.
Because I guess his dad still has supporters,
Okay.
even though there's the other man's running it all now. So there's one story of him coming across a group of young lads. They all start playing. They're swimming. He goes in to swim with them. They're like, Jesus Christ, he's fast. And then they start playing hurling. They're like, Jesus Christ, he's shite. The woman, they never
Get back in the water.
Camogie is what he should be playing.
Yeah.
See, this clearly he doesn't even know how to hold the thing.
Yeah.
But no, he's meant to be great at that as well. Huge feats of athleticism. So they go home and tell their dad, who's a chieftain, and he hates the idea of his sons being bested. Yeah,
to some guy.
Yeah, to some dude.
Yeah.
So they
With dogs for cousins.
Who's a giant.
Yeah, it might be a giant.
Yeah, no son of mine's going to lose to a 55-foot tall giant with 2 cousins for dogs.
It's under 60. Referee, he's clear. What are you fucking having a laugh? He's fucking 26. He's got stubble. Come on. I want to see a birth cert. This is a dog tag.
But the chieftain doesn't like the idea of this, so he's like, the only way to do this fair is get him at once. Everyone go get him.
Oh, yeah.
So he sends all the boys over, and they all start attacking him, but then Fionn beats them all.
Nice.
So then the chieftain makes him head huntsman. But then he realizes that only the son of Cool could be that good of a hunter.
Okay.
So the secret's out, sends him packing. He heads off down to Cara.
If this guy's so good. Oh, yeah, well, I guess his dad's dead.
His dad's dead, and he is still a child. And it's not like he's not beating fully grown men, he's beating other kids and stuff. But he goes down to Cara to work for the king, but they start playing chess.
Okay.
And Fionn keeps winning. And the king realizes only the son of Cool could be this good at chess. He sends him away for his own safety.
Okay.
Just a great excuse. If I'm using that next time I lose at anything.
Yeah. Mate, you gotta stop doing the Italian Open. Come on. He's got you. Chess. Oh, yeah, it was chess around in Ireland then. Whenever this is.
Yeah.
Probably not.
But enough people.
It's a great. They just put that in every film when you want to depict that, like, someone's smart or an intellect.
Glasses.
Have them play, glasses and chess and classical music.
Glass chess.
Yeah, chess, glass pieces. And then in most films, they just make them, like, the moves don't make any sense. But
Bishop to pawn 4.
Oh, I see you studied abroad.
But yeah, enough people know that now, like, who his parents are, or people are kind of questioning. So he's sent off down to Cork, down to work for the King of Bantry.
Yeah.
And that's where all the good stories start. That's where all these big main things come from. So I
I
feel
went
like
drinking with the King of Bantry once. It's the end of that story.
were you just in Bantry and a man told you he was the
He
king?
was the king, yeah. He said,
Did you
buy
have
me
to-
a pint.
Yeah.
And I said, only Fionn MacCool's son could be this
Brazen.
brazen.
You sure he didn't say that to you?
He did, yeah.
Only
yeah.
Fionn MacCool's son would buy me a pint. Again.
And
But yeah, no, that's the end of our story for now. That's all of his childhood, or most of it anyway.
Yeah.
And then we'll jump into all the other parts, because Jesus, there's lots. But I've got another 3 episodes I'm reckoning.
that's good. I like it. Yeah.
Mhm. Folklore.
Yeah.
Folklore and just chatting to people. That's what we're at for the next 2 months.
Oh, yeah. This is the holidays.
Mhm.
And then we'll be back and we'll read about the Titanic.
Or something.
Some
I've got
stupid-
Shergar. There's
Yeah.
a couple of serious things.
What else were we doing episodes about? I have a lot of tabs open on my laptop. Maybe.
I had a lot of tabs, but it was a big weekend. I've got actually a list here of the next season of all the episodes I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm doing
All right.
The Ace of Spies,
Oh, yeah.
Anne Bonny, the pirate,
Yeah, the power. Okay.
the Beer Baron,
Yeah.
Sushi Dave.
Yeah.
He's on the interview series. The man who used to deliver drinks to people late at night.
Yep.
Hercules Mulligan. I'm not telling you. What
Oh,
that is.
okay.
Do you know what that is?
No, I don't. That sounds good.
Shergar.
Yeah.
Possibly the Irish at the Alamo. I don't know if there's enough documentation on it. / were they all Protestant? Father Hugh O'Flaherty, Frank Stringer, Paddy Hannon and the Gold Rush,
Okay, yeah.
Dicey Riley's,
Yeah.
Copperface Jacks,
Oh, yeah.
Bram Stoker,
Oh,
and a few others.
and more.
Mm. Cu Chulainn,
Yeah.
doing him,
Yeah.
and the Fomorians.
Okay. The leprechaun people.
No, they just really hated missing out on things.
Oh, yeah. The Fomorians. Okay. Yeah, they've probably got some good stuff as well.
I like that you do not have it. Do you have any idea of what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of things to open.
But I think that's been all of our Fionn MacCool stuff. We had
Yeah.
some chats about modern things.
Yeah. We're more modern men now.
We are.
Yeah.
Like Fionn MacCool,
Like
raised by
Fionn
2 lesbians.
Yeah. Happy Pride.
Mm-hmm.
Bro Jewel. Cumhaill. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Pride is good. Anyway, listen, I'm trying to learn Irish, so there'll be a lot of me speaking bad Irish for the next year.
I'm not trying to learn Irish, so it'll be a lot of me speaking English badly for the next year.
Beautiful.
Mm.
All right.
All right.
Good luck.
Shafter.
See ya.